Oh, I need more. It tastes much better. Okay. I had a lot of things to do before I could get this coffee chat started, and my coffee got cold. That was just yucky. So, August. Goodbye, July. Hello, August. Well, hello, August. Well, hello. Yeah, so one of the things I want to do that is my big focus is to finish this creative room. I have some things I want to clean and organize. Another thing I want to sort of get out of the way is cleaning and organizing my linen closet. Finish painting the ceiling in the bathroom. You know, those kinds of things are on my to-do list for August. But to the creative part, I guess I could make cleaning and organizing creative. But on to what I've learned from One Book July and what I want to focus on for August because they're very relevant. I am going to be signing up for Miss Vicky B's journal class. I'm probably going to be doing that tomorrow because my Patreon money will be in my bank account. So I'm going to do that. I'm also already in the habit of getting back to morning pages. I need to decorate the outside of this. Janelle is supposed to be sending me a B6 size Janelli fish. I've never tried the B6 size. This is the first time I have tried it. This is this morning's morning pages. I've been watercoloring. I started a few days ago, and I think Courtney had the right idea with, I used to do this a while back, and I got out of it because morning pages were just, okay, hurry up, get them on the page. But I thought, maybe having watercolor on the page beforehand will help keep me motivated to do them in the morning. Because when I'm looking at pretty things like this to write on, it's not so intimidating having that blank page, and it's a lot more fun to write on a pretty background. So yeah, I'm going to cover this. I don't know exactly what I'm going to cover it in yet, what I'm going to put over it, but I'm going to do something with it. Another thing that I'm going to do is work on my watercolor techniques, work on faces. I want to practice some lettering. I want to have a lot more fun with watercolor and with lettering, and I don't want to take things so seriously. I was trying lettering before, and it got to be such a pain in the butt because I was trying so hard for perfection. Same with creating faces, drawing faces, and then getting skin tone with watercolor and stuff. It was getting, the perfectionism in me was a bit out of hand. So I just kind of gave up because I was like, okay, I'm never going to get this. But I didn't give up at the same time. Every now and again, my higher self would go, you need to do this. You need to get it done. You need to try. So I would do one. So I'm going to practice faces, and I'm going to be doing a lot of flowers for August because we're ending up the summer. This is the last real good month of summer for a lot of people. And yeah, I'm feeling pretty feisty, pretty fierce, pretty fiery. It's the Leo in me. So I'm going to be creating some kind of art every day. I'm going to be taking an artist date once a week. I'm going to film some of that, I think, or at least take pictures and do a post about it. Sometimes it's a little weird to film in public for me. I have anxiety, y'all, so filming in public is still, yeah, very anxiety ridden. So I will at least take pictures, though. I'm going to write every day. I don't know how much I'm going to get written. I don't know if I'll write 10 words or 10 sentences or, 1,000 words. I don't know. But I'm going to write every day. I'm going to work on my novel, write something every day, whether it's in the notebook for it or in the Scrivener project. I also want to finish the book It. My husband and I are going to go see The Dark Tower. We're going to go to the matinee, probably on the 8th or the 9th. So we're not going on the weekend when it opens because it's going to be crowded and really busy. So, and we want to go to the matinee, and Mr. Rockstar's working this whole entire coming weekend. Probably Tuesday or Wednesday, and go to the matinee and go see The Dark Tower, and I'm super excited about it. We're going to have at least 1 or 2 date nights a month from now on. We're not skipping out on the date nights, or maybe a date day. whether we go on a picnic and carry our own like lunch and stuff. Rockstar can't really do dinner out because there's so many things he can't eat right now. He hasn't started the medicine yet. We're still waiting to hear back from the doctor, and I don't know if they're waiting for the insurance to approve it or what they're doing. So there are a couple of other things I don't have on my focus for August list. I'm still working on some of those things. I don't have everything in yet that I want to kind of do for August. I'm still kind of working on things. But I did want to talk about what my focus on August, the main focus. I feel like July was this quite a few moments of aha that sort of led to many epiphanies and then one real big realization or epiphany. I've been creating videos on and off about art and journaling on YouTube for a long time now. Well, what feels like a really long time now. Taking that bit of a break, like I talked about before, made me realize that I needed a break from YouTube for a little bit, from social media for a little bit, and from Patreon for just a couple of days, from filming and stuff. I needed to do something with myself. I needed to relax. I needed to take some downtime, and I did that, and I feel so much better for it. I visited my parents. I spent some time with my dad, and what I sort of got out of that downtime was that I'm not on YouTube for myself, really. When I first started YouTube, I started it because of NaNoWriMo, and I wanted to have videos out there that helped inspire and motivate and let other people know that there were other people that were older. There were a lot of younger people on YouTube for NaNoWriMo and Camp NaNoWriMo and stuff like that, but there weren't very many older people. And surprisingly enough, surprisingly enough, um, I found that in the journaling community and in the planning community, which to me are sort of, I watch both. I don't watch nearly as many planning videos as I do journal videos because I'm a journaler at heart, so my planning is more journal background. The variety of ages are way bigger than in the writing community. There's more now in the writing community than there once was when I very first started watching YouTube videos for NaNoWriMo. I've noticed that sometimes when I'm participating in NaNoWriMo events and things like that, that it's not, I feel sort of alone sometimes. There's not as many older, now there is, but in the very beginning, there wasn't really at all. I don't feel 50 years old. Um, I don't feel any older. I don't, I don't feel any different. Physically, some days are better than others. So I mean, other than the normal things, like sometimes I wake up more stiff than others and I do my stretches every morning. Thanks to the physical therapist, I know what to do to help my neck and my shoulders. I've been walking more. My goal in August is to walk every day, even if it's raining outside, either use the umbrella or to walk inside to the walk videos that I really like those. And I want to sort of learn beginner yoga. I've been doing a little bit of yoga, but mostly I've just been doing stretches. I call it baby yoga because it's more or less just stretching. But I've been thinking, okay, what do I really what really brings me joy? And I like creating videos for Patreon and for YouTube. I don't like the editing process, and I don't like the rendering and upload time, but I do like the creating the video. I do. I'm going to be practicing more with my editing skills so that I can get better because I don't know how to add certain things into the videos. So I've got to learn how to do more of that. It takes me a long time to do some of the editing. So I spent 14 and a half hours editing 2 videos all day. 14 and a half hours editing 2 videos. One of the 2 videos I put into the one video. I had to edit both videos and then I had to put them together and get that video edited right. And then I had, yeah. So it felt like I had been doing nothing but editing videos, oh, and yeah. So that day, by the time I was done, I was just like, so it didn't go up on Patreon until the next day, because when I finally hit, because the first time I hit save and proceed, process, upload, at the very last minute, it freaking canceled. I was doing it directly from Cyberlink to YouTube, putting it as private on YouTube. And then at the last minute it canceled. So then I had to actually save it to my desktop and then upload it to YouTube. So I went to bed while it was uploading, because by then I was freaking exhausted. I was exhausted before that, but by then I was really exhausted. So I decided that from now on, I'm just going to be saving them to the file I have on my desktop for YouTube or for Patreon or for coffee chats or for whatever, because I have separate files for things. And I'm going to save them to there, and then I will upload them myself, because for whatever reason, Cyberlink's not wanting to do what it's supposed to do for you to upload them directly, which is so much easier than doing it the other way. But, you know, hey. So, I'm super excited though, because August is a month for seeking joy. August is a month for doing what brings me joy. Doing what brings me joy is writing and reading and creating art and watercoloring and drinking coffee and color and all the things, all the arty, creative, stationary, geeky things that I love. Feels really good to be back in a clean Hobonichi where I can kind of do what I want. I showed the pictures. I did add sharks to July's. I'm going to fill in some of the important fun things that happened in July. Probably going to do that for the previous months too, just to kind of have a chronicle of it. I did not write anything on here because I'm actually going to try tracking this way. It's one of the only ways I haven't tried it yet, and I think I will be able to do that. Because I just go in and fill in a little square, and I'll have to write a bunch of stuff, I'll have to draw a bunch of stuff, and it's already right there in the front of this thing anyway. So why not? You know, why not? I do need to, I guess, order myself some Ollie clips. What else do I have going on? This is my, I have two different travel bags. This is my Delphonics pouch. It is for, I take this back and forth. It usually goes in the cart, and this is the stuff I use the most. I take the stuff out of here and put it in that clear bag that I use when I go on an artist date. Sometimes I take this and that clear bag because they're not very heavy and I can fit stuff in them. So like my travel watercolor case and things like that. So I'm working on trying to get it organized and stuff. I have a few. My Goofy, unfortunately, keeps turning upside down. And this says, if you're interested, it says, easily distracted by shiny objects. This one says Rockstar. This one came from one of Mr. Rockstar's best friends who served in the military. He's in the Army, and then he was overseas for as a contractor for the military. And then this one says Got Coffee, and I have Snoopy writing, and I have Snoopy creating art, my red dress for women's heart disease, and yeah, my Goofy. And then this says Live, Love, Hope, Rock, Laugh, Draw, I think is what all of that says on there. Different words on the tree. But some of the things that I have in there are things like my glue stick, my extra carbon cartridges, my date stamp, my eraser and pencil sharpener. Nothing fancy or major, but I've been carrying that around back and forth in the living room and putting these, the paintbrushes and stuff, inside the cart that sits behind me there, right here. But I've been sitting things in there, and I got my apron. I got my apron out of the kitchen, And when I do watercoloring now, when I do anything other than watercoloring, when I'm using the permanent inks or when I'm using acrylics or anything like that, or the one Liquitex muted ink that I have, when I'm using anything like that, I'm filling fountain pens or I'm using acrylic paint, I'm going to be splattering. I put on that apron because I realized I've actually messed up quite a few of my shirts. Back to what I was talking about with this. I'm really enjoying putting this together and getting August ready and the life journal as well. Have quite a bit to do. I'm actually writing down right now for August because I want to keep things organized. What I'm finding is, not that I want to keep things organized. I don't know what I was saying. I lost my train of thought, y'all. I completely lost my train of thought. So I'm going to go back and watch what I was talking about before I got so distracted. Bicycle hat squirrel. Oops, easily. Okay, so well, I got distracted. I got very, very distracted. So I'm going to edit that portion, and I'm going to go with where my thought was. Yeah. Actually, I may leave it in, but what I think I'm going to do actually is leave that in, but I am going to show you this setup. I'm going to film it and I'm going to show you this setup because this is what I filled it back up with the stuff, and I'm going to show you what I use this for, like what I actually put in here and what goes with me for just an artist date. Because when I go urban sketching, it's a little bit different. I don't carry as much when I actually am going on an urban sketch date versus an artist date. I showed you what I've kind of narrowed things down, and I will talk about some of these things come out of this bag for me to take an urban sketch date. I don't need as much when I go on an urban sketch date. I don't need as much. So I'm going to, I think, film that. That's a really good idea for a video. Since I got so distracted, I guess I was excited about it because I finally kind of got it together. And I was thinking ollie clips and I was thinking the little magnetic things, and then that thought went to something else. And then I was talking about the cart and this. We'll show y'all. I'm going to actually clean this up, this craft area. I'm going to clean it up and I'm going to film what I have over there and what I'm doing with it. I'm going to use the new camera, the one that I got for my birthday, and film this, but I need to put some stuff back in the pencil cases because right now I have all of these out. I've been, I use these a lot in the Hobonichi, the Zig Clean Color Real Brush pens. I use these a lot in the Hobonichi. I really like them for the Hobonichi. And they're all over the place. And I have a lot of these out, but, which are normally right here in this. So it's a mess right now. It is a mess right now. But I will film this and show you what's on the craft table and kind of clean it up. It will really good reason for me to clean it up because it's a mess right now. I have things over here where this is one of Romney's things to help me draw faces. I have all kinds of stuff everywhere. I'm going to clean up things a little bit before I go doing all of this. I need to get my red bowl that's over there with all the little ephemera stuff that I sometimes use when I do collage work, and move it from that writing desk over there to here. I tried to film on the writing desk, and I can do it with a little contraption, and I could do it with a smaller tripod, but this really big tripod, it's too big. Actually, it comes out too big. which is a shame because the color of that desk over there is absolutely gorgeous. It's longer than this desk that I use for my computer. It's longer, but it's not quite as wide, which is really weird, but that's how it is. So this is like the, this is definitely a Burgess has ADHD kind of coffee chat, but that's okay. I find it humorous. I hope y'all do too. And I'm going to leave all the moments in it to kind of make it interesting and fun. So it's not quite so, you know, because I definitely don't leave those kind of moments very often on YouTube at all. And mostly what y'all get is the uncut, more intimate, more personal, more vulnerable moments. And this is definitely one of those. So I'm going to clean this off and I'm going to film, and hopefully that will be up tomorrow. I will get it done for y'all tomorrow. And I'm going to put together some footage I have for setting up August in the Hobonichi. That's going to go on YouTube. Y'all will get the preview for it. You'll get it early. I need to do some more filming to finish up that setup for YouTube. And I'm going to get back to August and what I want to do for August, because I am doing my stuff for Goodbye July, my review of how July went, and my Hello August, which is what I want to do and concentrate on for August. I did write out just a few brief things in the Hobonichi, and I still need to do yesterday's page in my life journal. I did get Saturday and Sunday's pages done. Wanted to show you this before I put it on Instagram or anything, because I really was looking forward to the Game of Thrones, and yeah, so I was really excited about how that turned out. I hope y'all have a good one. I feel like I missed something with this chat, so when I figure out what it was I wanted to talk about for the chat, I will do another brief chat and put it up for y'all, or I'll write a post about it. I'm going to be writing more posts and adding pictures and talking about things, sort of blog post style for y'all, because I think that also helps. It helps kind of inform you of what's going on and what's going on behind the scenes. I may even take a picture of the mess of this work table for before and after. So yeah, I might do that. I'm going to be doing a lot more taking pictures of behind the scenes and what's going on and what I do, so that y'all can kind of see that as well, because I think it's important. I wanted to do that in the very beginning, but the cameras that I have, now that I have the better one, I'm excited. I'm really excited about that. So yeah, it's like, see what I'm saying? Today is one of those really off days with the ADHD. I cannot seem to focus, and I'm excited, so that makes it worse. When I'm really excited about something, I'm enthusiastic and I'm feeling really good about it. That excitement makes it hard for me to focus and to stay on topic. So, but I feel really good. Now, if I could just, it's time to cut my hair again, because I am trying to get this goldy ready stuff out of my hair. The sun makes it worse, y'all, because you can see the dark underneath it, but the sun highlights my hair. And I'm letting the gray grow out. And I'm going natural. Going all natural. You can see how much has really grown out. And I have really not wanted to put anything on my hair to take out the old color, but it's getting to the point where it's time to get it trimmed, cut, and maybe doing that this Friday. I don't know, I might get long layers put in it again, because the long layers are kind of growing out. I may do that, and it'll be a little bit different. It grows fast. But it's time to get some of this off of here, and yeah. I will see y'all again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye, y'all. Okay. So this coffee chat has taken me almost all day to do. It's 6 o'clock in the evening, y'all. I have gotten distracted. I have gotten distracted by all the shiny new ideas I have. I have gotten distracted by the things. I am right now, so I have a sketchbook in hand. I have my, whoa, it's connected, y'all. As you can see, it's connected. It's uploading pictures that I took so that I can do another post for y'all and get it all together and get it tomorrow. And I'm going to be filming. Yeah, so I have a ton of stuff to do. And tomorrow, Mr. Rockstar and I are thinking about going to visit my parents for the day for a while. Because Thursday night, I'm getting Mr. Victor. But I have this book by Julia Cameron. It is called The Writing Diet, Write Yourself, Right Size. I'm going to be reading it along with finishing It by Stephen King. I am going to be doing more in my sketchbooks. I didn't end up doing a whole lot of that in July. July was one hectic, crazy, emotional, chaotic month for me. Things are finally kind of starting to settle down. My dad got his first treatment Monday. So far, so good as far as I know. I'm also still working on the Arts Journal workshop. Like I said, I'm going to be even have a tab, y'all. I'm going to be signing up for Miss Vicky B's journal class. I'm also looking into watercolor classes. I really want to take Kathy Johnson's and Liz Steele's, but those are out of my price range for right now. So I'm looking into littler ones, less expensive ones, not as in-depth and detail, like kind of beginner, some fun, maybe watercolor in your journal or watercolor for basic watercoloring for beginners, that kind of thing. So one class, I'm still finishing up Sketchbook School's drawing class, and I'm going to be doing Miss Vicky B's journal class. So I am excited about that. There's a lot of stuff going on this month, a lot of stuff going on, but it's all laid back, fun. I'm doing things that bring me joy. I got out my reading glasses and have been putting my contacts in because I want to, because I have them and I rarely wear them. And I decided to start wearing them more. I do need to go get new glasses, so that's on the agenda for probably September, and maybe going to the dentist this month, calling the dentist. I really need to. I don't really want to. But I need to. And like I said, doing more of my sketchbooks, doing more fun stuff. I'm going to do a bit more collage. I actually, so y'all can see, I haven't done very much, but I did put a piece of Courtney's, the caterpillar kind of thing, because the butterflies over here and the colors kind of matched. So I'm going to do something else over here to make it three things, you know, something over, something somewhere. I want to make it three things. I'm probably going to put a quote down here. I don't know exactly what yet, but I may just keep adding bits and pieces to that page. I don't know. I don't know exactly what I'm doing. Another book that I am reading and looking through is this book, Urban Watercolor Sketching. That's on my list. And then books to look through and read this month along with Urban Sketching. So I have a lot of things to kind of look over. I'm going to probably be taking one or two of those books with me whenever I go on an artist date and try to draw something that I see and try to read a little bit out of each book. Maybe try a different technique or something from one or the other of those books I'm looking at. And one artist date this month, at least one artist date is going to be a reading artist date, and the other artist date will be a writing artist date. This is the book that has the 7 C's writer in it, and one of my artist dates is going to be a reading, a writing, and then 2 art journaling, 1 urban sketch, and then I guess 1 art journal kind of sketch date. August has technically 5 weeks. Technically has 5 weeks in it. If I pick maybe Tuesdays or Wednesdays for at least one of those weeks to do an artist date, then I can actually have 5 artist dates. So I can have an urban sketch date, an artist journal date, something. I'll have an extra free day to kind of go visit somewhere, maybe. I don't know, museum, maybe a park, something. So I'm excited about that. And I am so sorry this coffee chat is all over the place, but it's sort of the what I plan on doing for August, what I plan to do, what I want to do, what I'm hoping I might be able to do and get done. Because, sorry, I'm flashing y'all. Because there's so much that I didn't get to do in July that I really wanted to do. I didn't write every day. I didn't win Camp NaNoWriMo. I didn't sketch as much as I wanted to. So I'm going to get back to that. I'm going to get back to that. I have more than one sketchbook for different things, and I want to get back to doing some sketches. I want to do more watercolor pencil sketches. So this one or the other one that I have, I'm going to put those in a bag and take them on one of the sketch date kind of things I have. I'm going to close up now because I've been all over the place. And it's time for me to go do something for dinner, y'all. Now, I've spent my whole day doing stuff for Patreon, posting, taking pictures, doing the video. Early this morning, while I got some things done for Patreon, I uploaded the coffee chat portion, which was supposed to get uploaded yesterday, but didn't get uploaded until this morning because I pulled a muscle yesterday. Mr. Rockstar and I took the trash to the recycling center and I tossed bags, and when I did, I pulled something. So I relaxed yesterday and didn't do nearly as much as I wanted to, but I did get some filming done. So I will see y'all soon. I'm really excited about August. A lot more positive changes coming, you'll see. Nothing super major though. A lot more interactive stuff, a lot more stuff you're going to be seeing and reading, and a lot more stuff that I'm actually going to be filming and putting together bits and pieces of, instead of, yeah, yeah, I think so. You'll see. You'll see. Bye, y'all.